What's up, y'all? Carlito here, back with another video on your screen. Over here with my boy Anthony. He's the promoter and of Undisputed boxing promotion. Go show him some love. His links will be in the description down below. Go check out the page of the promotion, and all that will be in the description down below. Much love, y'all.
What's going on, y'all? It's Anthony Arvelo.Jr. with Undisputed Promotions from Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, you heard it here. So I was basically I always ask basically all the pro boxers, and this is my first ever interviewing a promoter, an actual promoter,
Yeah.
So this is like, it's a pretty big deal just because it's like I've never talked to a promoter, but you've also been a pro boxer. So basically just let me know, like, how come you don't box no more, or was there an issue basically that made you stop?
Well, I mean, for me, it was, I started late, and, I did my amateur shows, and then I fought on my own amateur cards. I was promoting those amateur cards, and then I fought on them. So, I took a liking to it, and then I looked at the age, and then I had I had a family to take care of and be there for, and there's so much sacrifice that goes into that. So, I just felt like, I wanted to give it a shot and try something different, and, thankfully things have been going pretty good.
That's good. That's good. So who was like your who was basically the one that got you into boxing? Was it like an athlete or a family member?
My dad got me into it, just the family grew up around boxing,
Mm-hmm.
So, and then my dad introduced me to it and started showing me the route, and we started fighting amateur, and just started competing. So, I gotta give hats off to my pops.
That's good, man. He paved the way, right?
Yeah,
A lot.
yeah.
That's
And they
good.
came from the old school, man. They came from the days that, the Sugar Ray Leonards, the Mike Tysons, and all that. So, they showed me a good route, and we try to take a good shot at it.
That's good, man. And basically, who was like your favorite boxer growing up?
Growing up, of course, Mike Tyson was one of my favorites, and then we had, I think the biggest highlight. I really liked Oscar De La Hoya, but I gotta say the biggest one was Tito Trinidad. That was the one that I had the most exciting times watching him fight.
Wow.
Yeah, Tito came out with some Tito came out. He used to come out. He used to blaze punches, and he was knocking out some pretty top fighters and winning some big fights. So, I gotta give the hats off to Tito Trinidad.
Tito Trinidad, man. I haven't heard that one yet, but I knew that one was coming.
Yeah,
I knew that one was coming.
I
sure.
liked Floyd along the way. Of course, I liked Floyd when Floyd came out, but when Tito, one of the ones in my younger days, and then it ended up being.
You said Floyd Mayweather, though.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's one of my favorites, man. Of the top five, my top five favorite fighters of all time. And now that I've been getting into more of boxing, on the side, like other than just watching it, but just actually being biased on all the, of all the fights that I watch now, that I'm thinking like, man, like, this, it's actually better to be biased, and not just to be looking at one fighter the whole time, and being all like set on one fighter and just watching him, and it's kind of crazy.
Yep.
But now, man, to actually talk to a promoter. So being a promoter, it's a whole lot better for you than being like doing a pro boxing.
Well, the fighters do the toughest job of the game, and I think the second comes to promotion. So, I think I have fun with it, helping fighters, opening up doors of opportunity for fighters, and just having a vision behind everything and making it come to light. That's been my biggest goal from the beginning is, giving the guys the opportunities that I wish I once had, And when I'm able to do that and these guys are able to be successful at it, it's like a dream come true from the gate.
Wow. Man, that's real though, man. That's real talk though.
Yeah.
Big time.
And we've had some guys that came out and some guys wanted to fight, and I advised them and put in my 2 cents as far as like helping them out with getting a good game plan as to promoting themselves. Of course, their trainers are the ones that help them and train them for the fight, but how they do things where we're building their fan base, and because we know what the sport is all about. The sport is all about who can do pay-per-view numbers, who can do ticket sales, and who has that good product. So if they don't have the product, you don't have to single them out.
Yeah.
You just got to group up, team up, and make it happen.
Wow. Yeah, that's true, man. And I was really like, in the past few pro boxers that I've interviewed, they basically were like, but it's kind of good that I'm going towards like the up and coming fighters, and
Right.
To be able to follow them, because each of them said they were like, it's all about the numbers and, promoter, and even to the coach,
Yeah.
So that's wild, man. It's really wild to, see, for you to be able to see the other side of it, the promoting. So like basically promoter, what's in store right now for you, for like your promotion?
I mean, we've been, I'm big on crawling before you walk, but I think right now we're building the brand and putting things in place where, there's a vision behind it, with how we do the shows, the storyline behind the shows, and, what I see in a fighter and what, and then I put my vision behind it to see if they can work together. And then, for me, I think right now I'm on my second professional fight card, which we had an amazing fight just the other day, November 14th. We had a show here in Orlando. It was an amazing event. The fighters came out, they were able to produce, they were able to put their, they were able to shine, they were able to put their talents, and we were able to showcase them. So I think with something like that, we're going to continue to keep producing great shows. I did my first network show, which was with Fight TV. That's a global streaming service that you were able to see the Mike Tyson fight and the Mike Tyson, Roy Jones, and all that. So to see my stuff up there was great, but I think it was a great accomplishment for the fighters to know that their fights were being showcased on such a stream. So it's beyond the sky. The sky is not the limit.
Yeah, that's true, man. It's only the beginning, man. Half the time, and just to be a part of that, I'm sure that was amazing.
It's a great feeling, man, when you work hard and you put so much together, and then everybody's got to believe. Everybody's got to have a trust, and everybody's got to believe in something. So I know you got the bigger promoters, Top Rank, PBC, and you got the bigger promotions. Their tolerance is a little bit different. For me, it's like when the fighters grow, I grow. So if we continue to believe in each other, work together, then we're going to continue to grow together. And that's just been my mindset from the beginning.
Damn. That's real, man. So basically, you've been in the fight game for how many years now?
Oh man, 20 years.
20 years.
20 years. 20 years been involved in it. I've seen the ins and outs behind the scenes. I know what the struggles are, even from amateur to professional. I know what it's like starting professional in a late age. I know what, I've been through all the experience I felt like I needed. And in order for you to be considered or to walk around like you're the top guy, then you have to be able to experience the ins and outs in every level. And I think I've experienced some of it, most of it, you know what I mean? Except for like world championship level. When you go through world championship level, that's something that I look to experience. But right now, we're just going to, take those baby steps, working our way up the ladder.
Amen to that, man. One step at a time.
Yep.
That's what I say all the time. And so basically, so being a promoter, you've headlined this big show recently. And so what's next for the what's the next event that's coming up for the promotion?
I got a show that's going to be showcased February 27th, and we're going to be working with some different fighters. We do have the local fighters, but now I'm able to attract some of these guys that have established records, 11-1, undefeated. I was able to work with the Bella Entertainment on my last show, so I look forward to working with them. Big shout out to Peter Khan, who's a very big manager in the game right now, and he's got some pretty good guys on his roster. So I look forward to working with all those guys coming up February 27th, and then we have a bunch of shows that I'm attempting to execute coming in 2021. Hoping that this COVID thing doesn't continue to affect the people around us and affect the people like promoters and fighters and gyms. We look to have a very strong year next year.
I know, man. I feel real good about 2021 coming up, and just to, being kind of working my way through a bunch of pro boxer interviews. I just started it off like one day. I was just like, maybe I should go ahead and start doing this since, boxing's coming back slowly on TV and stuff and pay-per-view. And I was just like, okay, so let me go ahead and, throw out, basically like an invite out to, to my first pro boxer I interviewed named Jalen. And he's from Detroit. So basically he lined up all these, Detroit guys for me at the beginning. And so I was just like, man, this is a blessing, man. And then to even interview this dude from Mayweather Promotions last week, Linnell, it was amazing. And then to be able to interview, an actual WBA, world champion tonight, that's just going to be even better. I'm blessed, man. I feel really good about it.
The thing is that, and I can tell you this because I don't consider myself at the level of the big time promoters. Like, we all have people we look up to or that we inspired by, you know what I mean? So, for you, interviewing these guys is only going to continue to get better and better and better. But as long as you keep your mindset right and you stay focused, do your research, put your vision on paper. And I'm telling you this because these are things that I do on a regular, it just all happens. It really does. As long as you put it on paper and you set a game plan and you know what you want to do, it will happen. You know what I mean? So I think you reaching out to us and reaching out to these other fighters and doing all that, it's only going to continue to grow, man. I'm going to be reaching out to you. Hey, I need you to interview some of our guys, because we got a good roster, and I think the guys would be appreciative to be able to sit down and have someone reach out to them that's not here in Orlando, to reach out to them and get their information. So sky's the limit, bro. You'll be able to do it.
I appreciate it, man. I really do. Any let everyone know, let my subscribers know basically where they can find y'all at. I'm gonna leave the website down below, but basically where else can they reach y'all at besides the website?
Instagram, of course, that's a big source there. That's where we keep everybody updated and let them know all our information. Our Instagram is undisputed_promotions. Reach out to us there. On the website, you can see that even if there's any fighters that are outside the state of Florida that are looking to make their way towards this way and want to be a part of such a great event, they can go to UndisputedPromotions.net. They can check that out. And then we're on Facebook, Undisputed Promotions on Facebook. And I'm always looking to network and to open up more opportunities and build opportunities for even ourselves with different fighters.
True. And you all here to hear, man. Y'all go check out, all the links will be in the description down below. Anthony's a real one, man. He came out, and he was able to give me this interview today. He's a busy promoter. He's constantly doing rounds, the fighters, and just go ahead and go show them some love. Undisputed.com.net and the Instagram.
Let me add that I started promoting amateur events, right? When I was still amateur. So I started promoting amateur events and I fought on my own amateur card. And then I was able to just pull back a little bit. I fought professionally, but I was able to promote other amateurs. And we started doing big events. I put amateur fighters on a professional platform so they can be experienced and be ready for the pros when they were ready to turn pro. I feel like that a lot of guys started pro and it was like a whole different world to them. The lights and the cameras and the people and just the whole setting, the whole promotion behind it. So I was able to put them on that platform and get them ready for the pros. That was my biggest thing. So right now going into the pros is a new thing, and I think we've been doing really good at it. And I can't wait to work with all the other fighters out there, man. I'm excited. Boxing is my passion, it's my love, and we're ready to take over, man.
And you've heard it here first, man. And y'all definitely go check out his links. And any fighters out there, hopefully, possibly, watching my videos and possibly want to go, instead of in the cold weather, go to Orlando, go to my home state of Florida, and go have fun in the sun, man, and go lay by a palm tree.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Florida's where it's at, man. The boxing world, you got Vegas, you got California, you got New York, you got Philly, Atlantic City. There's a lot of great places that hold boxing events, but this is something new. You never really hear, well, Orlando, Florida is where the big event is, and in a few years, that's the goal. That's the end goal. We'll be there promoting big fights right here in Orlando, Florida, or even anywhere across the state of Florida.
Hell yeah. And, they got those big events going on in Hollywood Park, Florida, recently, right? That would be even nice to go that way, too, to go Hollywood Park.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And, there's, I like to put things down. Like I told you, I write it all down what my goals are, and then I want to accomplish the realistic goals first. Because that'll produce a lot of motivation once you accomplish, even if it's the easiest goal, once you accomplish that first one, then it's just you get momentum, and that momentum carries you into the difficult times where you'll be able to overcome them and produce great shows, great events, and, build great fighters.
Yeah, man, real talk right there, man. For real.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait to see what actually happens within the next few weeks.
Man. You already know we're gonna stay in touch. I'm glad we linked up. You know what I mean? We're gonna stay in touch. Whatever you need, we wanna support you and your movement and what you're doing. Because anybody that's a part of has a goal and wants to create and start a movement, be a part of a movement, let's do it. You know what I mean?
Thanks, bro. I appreciate the love and support, man. You've heard it here first by Anthony. Promoter. Undisputed Promotions, boxing, and y'all go follow his links in the description down below. And appreciate y'all coming back for series, my boxing series number 5. Only gets better from here. Keep running down the ladder and going up the ladder. Never, sky's the limit here. And remember that one love, Carlito, we out.
I'ma chug the bottle, chug it all the way. Made it this far, make it all the way. Watch me turn this party up.